Ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Aldrich Rosas of the Giants putting toe to leather, and we are underway in the 2019 Pro Bowl.
That's it, baby.
The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times. To come in future years.
First-time Pro Bowler, here's James Conner of the Steelers. He was taken down by Ryan Kerrigan of Washington. Time for a check of the starting offensive unit here for the AFC.
It's not often we start a game talking about an offensive lineman, but with Quentin Nelson, I absolutely have to do that. The rookie out of Notre Dame transformed not only an offensive line in 2018, he transformed an offense. In fact, he was the only guard ever named Rookie of the Month, and he did so in October of last year.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. A look at the starters defensively now for the NFC.
Playing in his 11th season in the NFL is defensive back Malcolm Jenkins, who entered with the New Orleans Saints as a cornerback before shifting back to safety, where he's had his best years. Terrific football IQ, tremendous tackler, can also guard receivers in the slot.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelce for the AFC first. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They run with Conner. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the NFC going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Conner. Malcolm Jenkins and the Eagles in on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he finds Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. On second down, here's Breeze. The left side completion to Jones. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. To throw is Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it was instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Ready? Yellow lady. Here we go. 53.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So we're at halftime of the... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden Studios right here in Orlando? That's where Coach and the guys hang out as well. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Easy.
Now Breeze on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And a loose football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And he gets it down to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's caught. Jones. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Now Breeze. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Breeze now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The AFC thus far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Connor. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys there on the tackle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or
On the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out flip.